Hello guys, it's the Sun Gaming. Get to them reacting to Cheerleader and Anime Nerd Fight at School by Dhar Mann Studios. Anyways, let's begin.
Is that?
It's a flower. I made it out of Legos, hoping that maybe you'd like to go out sometime.
Maybe would I like to go out sometime? Yeah, no. Cheerleaders don't date lame gamers like you. But if you wind up super rich.
Okay, first of all, just because he used Legos doesn't mean he's a gamer. Like Legos aren't necessarily heavily associated with games. Like yes, you have games from Star Wars, Marvel, etc. that are whose aesthetics are basically Legos, but like still, Legos is a brand that's not like heavily associated with video games. You know what I mean? And second, she basically very much confirmed that she's a gold digger. Like the fact that she only cares if he's super rich, yeah, that's a gold digger right there. Okay, well, just continue. Let's continue.
With one of those big boats, like a Twitch streamer, then give me a call. But until then, get lost.
Okay, class, quiet down. Today we're going to discuss the topics for our next debate. Oh, you must be Violet. Welcome. Class, today we have a new student joining us. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Violet.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few more things? Maybe 3 interesting facts.
Well, the moon is 238,000 miles away from Earth. The printing press.
I was talking about 3 interesting facts about yourself.
I'm not very interesting.
I believe that.
What was that, Sienna? I'm sure that's not true. Any 3 things will do?
I was homeschooled. This is my first time in a real high school, and I'm really close with my mom.
Homeschooled weirdo whose only friend is her mom. Great! Welcome to Bookside. Move along.
Okay, Sienna.
What? Look at her. She's already sweating buckets. She can't even get through an entire speech, let alone a debate, without stuttering.
Sienna, that is not.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, are you new here?
I was gonna say something, but I immediately got disproven. I might as well say it. I was just gonna say that it's gonna turn out that he was waving to another girl, but nope, I guess he was waving to her. So Dhar Mann already subverted what I thought would happen. Congratulations. Anyway, let's continue.
Do you want to sit down? I'm Schmidt. What's your name?
I'm Violet.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, is that a Switch? What games do you like to play?
Mario and Zelda, of course.
Of course.
I
Have you
just
ever
started
played
playing
Cosmic
Wheel Sisterhood.
Great game.
Hey, can we keep this between us?
That you like to play Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood?
That I like gaming?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, may I ask when does this story take place exactly? Like, if it was in the 2000s or stuff like that, okay, of course it's not because of the Nintendo Switch, but I know that's released in 2017, but like still, like nowadays, gaming isn't frowned upon as much as it used to be. Like I can see her saying that she doesn't want to be known that she doesn't want to know that she likes gaming. I can see that happening in the 2000s or 90s. But nowadays, gaming is pretty much accepted. Like, I don't think anyone will treat you differently if they know that you game. If anything, the amount of people who game, especially if you include mobile games, is a lot. So, anyway, let's continue, shall we?
What's your gamer tag?
Hexbreaker673.
Cool. I'm Frogdozer23.
Jimmy, don't you have some Legos to build or something? Come on, Lex. Move it, homeschool. What? She can't sit here. She's not part of the group. Football players and cheerleaders only.
Sienna,
Shut it, Schmidt. She yacked on my kicks.
it's not even that bad. I'm sure it'll wash out.
Whatevs.
Smitty, prepare to meet thy doom.
Oh, dude, you're toast. Come on.
Aw, look. Pilot and her bestie.
Okay, tell me. How was it?
For starters, I puked on the most popular girl in school's shoes. I sat with a garbage can at lunch, and I have roughly 0 friends. Sienna, the popular girl, hates me because of my clothes, or maybe because of genuinely who I am. I don't know, but anyways, I would just really like to go back to homeschooling.
Sweetheart, you just started. You have to give things a chance, you know, and maybe not worry so much about other people's opinions.
Plus, I think she needs to realize that she pretty much doesn't have a choice anymore. Because here's the thing, you can get with, being homeschooled in all of the stages except high school. Because here's the thing, colleges are not gonna accept someone who was homeschooled. They need a degree. They need something that proves that you're smart. They need your grades. They're not gonna get that with you being homeschooled. So yeah, this is pretty much the only time where her being homeschooled is basically not an option. Anyway, let's continue.
I don't know. That would be easier if I was more confident.
Well, you know what they say? Confidence comes from being secure in knowing who you are.
And that's the problem. I don't even really know who I am.
Well, start exploring.
I'm sorry, what was it again? Like, I don't know if it's because it doesn't sound that good or what, but I already don't remember it. You know what, I'm rewinding. I need to check what that was because that's definitely the life lesson of this video. And as always, I need to critique that. So
And that's the problem. I don't even.
yeah, I need to go back further. Okay, confidence comes from being secure in knowing who you are. Okay, so I'm gonna critique this right away because it's pretty clear that it's a life lesson, and even nowadays, Dhar Mann doesn't remind us anymore. So yeah, I pretty much have to critique it now. So when it comes to this life lesson, it honestly works pretty well. And in all scenarios, because if you guys don't know, one critique I add when it comes to these life lessons is whether they work all the time. For example, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You guys, if you've watched Dhar Mann for a while, you guys obviously would know that one because he's just did like a couple of times already. So when it comes to that, for example, it doesn't work all the time. Sometimes, yes, the grass can be greener on the other side, both figuratively and literally. But for this one, honestly, it works pretty well. Yes, confidence comes from being secure in knowing who you are. Fully true. Now, you can say confidence comes from being with friends as well. But yes, that's pretty much it. And I gotta congratulate them because they added a good life lesson that works at all scenarios. Congratulations, Dhar Mann. And by the way, that's not sarcasm at all because it might sound like it's sarcasm, but no, it's not. Anyway, let's continue.
And that's the problem. I don't even really know who I am.
Well, start exploring. See what you like.
I'm sorry, but are we gonna have a montage right away? You know what, because I heard a little bit of music, I'll take the safe route and I'll save you guys the time. Anyway. Okay, it was a pretty short montage where I'll basically summarize it in a sentence or two. Basically, she tries different styles of clothing, she tries joining different clubs, which in that regard, I have a question. How did she manage that? Because from what was shown, it seemed like she was doing all of that pretty simultaneously. Not, oh, this club didn't work for me, I'll do something else. No. In the montage, it showed her putting her name on the clubs right away. Like, right away. Like, I have to ask, how did you find the time to do that? Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Hi, you can come in if you want.
What are you watching?
Metallic Rouge. Have you seen it?
I've actually never seen any anime.
What? The what? You're really about to step into a larger world? Sweet. Allow me to be your guide.
Wait, so is this like a club?
I guess I never really thought of it that way. We're more of just friends who like to enjoy anime together. You're welcome to hang if you want. We usually just come here at lunch, watch anime, or discuss manga.
What is that? Sorry.
It's okay. Every journey begins with a single step. You just have to have patience. Millie Thompson said that in Trigun.
Millie Thompson. I really love your outfit, by the way.
Thanks.
You know, I don't have much of a sense of style myself, but I've tried a few things, just nothing this cool.
You can raid my closet anytime. You've got friends here.
Okay, is this a montage at this point? Okay, you know what? It might be a montage. So I might as well save you guys the time that the rest of the montage brings. Okay, so the montage was basically her being with her friends and stuff like that. And that guy that, like, you know, that guy that she talked to at first, keeps showing up in the background for some reason. Like, the one that surprised me was the restaurant. Like, he suddenly happened to be at the restaurant when they were. Like, I'm ready to play the coincidence card, but I'll keep it since, you know, it isn't that big of a deal. Like, if you guys don't know, I usually play the card with cheats pointing out a coincidence when it's a big one that without it the story would collapse. And trust me, I've seen examples like this in Dhar Mann's videos, so I'm not pulling something out of thin air here. But since him showing up doesn't really have that much of an impact, maybe yet, I'll keep the card just in case. Sorry. Anyway, let's continue.
We need to have patience.
Very good, Violet.
Again, showing up where she's at for some reason.
Anime sounds very interesting. And it's called Trigun? Fascinating.
Fascinatingly lame. If I were the teacher, I think I'd be giving that an F.
Well, actually, you're not the teacher, so I don't really care what you think.
Okay, settle down, you two. And Sienna, I suggest you open your ears and close your mouth, because that was one of the best speeches I've heard all year.
Okay, so until now, yeah, I think it's pretty clear what will happen. These two will fight, because if they don't, this title obviously will not be fulfilled. But, okay, you know what? I'll try to predict what's gonna happen, even though I pretty much have no blobbies to speak of. So basically, that guy that keeps seeing her all the time will become her boyfriend. Why am I saying that? Well, other than that, what is he? Like, what's the point of him if he doesn't become her boyfriend? Because here's the thing. If he becomes just another friend, then his existence will become totally pointless. Now, of course, I still don't know what he'll later do, so maybe I'm proven wrong. Anyway, let's continue.
Now, class, for the final, we'll be doing live debates that people can attend. And since the two of you seem to have such a difference of opinion, it seems only natural that Violet and Sienna should go up against each other. And you can debate about which is cooler, anime or cheerleading.
Hey, Cass.
Hey, Violet, looking good.
Thanks to you. I just wanted to say thank you.
For what?
I finally feel like I found myself. I tried so many different outfits, but this one just.
Yeah, I haven't asked. Where did you get the money to buy all of that? Because that could easily cost hundreds of dollars. Like, remember, she bought entire sets of clothes. Like, I have to ask, how did her mom let her buy that? Because, look, like, finding your personality or, like, finding yourself isn't just about clothing. Like, I feel like you find yourself and then you find the clothing that fits, not the other way around. It's not, oh yeah, I'll find clothing that suits that suits me. Well, for it to suit you, it has to suit your personality. But if you haven't found your personality yet, or if you haven't found yourself yet, then you won't find clothing that suits you. So she completely lost hundreds of dollars. Anyway, let's continue.
Feels like me.
Hey, I'm just glad you didn't wind up looking like a cheerleader.
Yeah. I would rather wear a trash bag and bark from the class again. Honestly, though.
Hey, can I sit here?
Sure.
Thanks.
I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff, too.
Yeah, it's kind of under the radar. Honestly, I like drawing in anime more than I like playing football.
Again, when does this story happen, for crying out loud? Like, anime and games and stuff like that nowadays are pretty much normalized. Like, hating that type of stuff is considered weird, not the other way around. So I gotta ask, again, when does this take place? Because yes, there was a time when games and anime were considered bad by anyone who didn't like them, or anyone who didn't either play games or watch anime. Like, basically, liking anime, for example, back in the day was considered weird. Nowadays, hating it is weird. Now, of course, everyone has their opinion, but still, like, you'll find people either feel neutral about anime, like they don't care, or you find people who like anime. You don't find that many people who hate the genre in general. You know what I mean? Who hate the art form in general. Okay. Anyways, let's continue.
By the way, I heard the end of your speech. You quoted Trigun. I also really liked the part when you roasted my sister.
What?
Sienna.
She's your sister?
Yeah. Twin sister, actually.
Twins. I'm sorry, but there is nothing similar about you two if you were that.
I mean, her being his twin would be kind of obvious, considering the fact that they're in the same school, in the same grade. Like, if they're in the same school in the same grade, it's kind of obvious that she's his twin sister. So, him adding twin sister as if the twin part really matters sounds kind of weird. Because, like, if I was in her situation, I was told that Sienna was his twin sister, I would be like, yeah, makes sense. Not what? Like, why would I be shocked? Like, it's pretty obvious. You're in the same grade. You're twins. Simple as that. Like, why is she acting like them being twins is such a big deal?
Ask me.
Don't apologize. You're right. I liked your look today. Kind of like Millie.
Yeah, I really like the character.
Do I play the coincidence card? Because, like, I want to play it because not only does he just so happen to like anime, but on top of that, he just so happens to know about the anime slash manga Trigun. Do I play the card yet? Like, I want to play the card, but let's keep it just in case a bigger coincidence than that happens. Anyway, let's continue.
She kind of reminds me of my mom. I'm really close with my mom.
It's funny that you say that. My mom was kind of like Millie, too.
Was?
She died when I was in middle school.
Do I play the Okay, So your mom was also like the same character? Like, my guy, every time you talk, I feel like I need to play the card for crying out loud. You know what? I want to play the card. Now I'll keep it on hold just in case there isn't any other coincidence. So if there aren't any others, then I'm playing it on this one. Anyway, let's continue.
We were really close. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've talked to anybody. One second.
What are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? I'm talking to Violet. What's your problem?
My problem is it looks like you're trying to damage your reputation by hanging out with Miss Homeschool over there.
Take it easy, okay? I like her.
No, I didn't put in all this work just to have you throw it all away. Do you want to go back to the way things were before? Grab your backpack. We're leaving.
Like, I have to ask, like, if you live in the US, please tell me this. Why do high schoolers care so much about reputation when as soon as you freaking graduate, it won't matter? Like, explain to this to me seriously. Now, of course, I want to know if this actually happens in real life or not, or if it's just in stories, because I haven't actually been to the US at all. But, like, tell me this. In real life, if you've went to high school or you're in high school, is this like this? And if it's like this, then like, these people dumb? Because again, like, reputation, that reputation that she's talking about doesn't matter as soon as you graduate. Like, yes, reputation at work maybe, because you're gonna be working there probably for the rest of your life unless the company does something bad. But like, high school, really? As soon as you graduate, it pretty much won't matter whether you had a good or bad reputation. Anyway, let's continue.
I'll talk to you later.
Schmidt, let's go.
I'm coming.
What are you gonna do?
We have appearances to maintain here at Brookside. Since my stupid brother doesn't seem like he's gonna stop talking to her, I guess I'm gonna have to change her myself.
But you're like enemies.
You know what they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Hi, Violet. A spot on the team just opened up. It's yours. You did try out.
Actually, you guys are right about not letting me on the first time. It's not really for me.
Are you sure? Because my brother only dates cheerleaders, and I know you have a thing for him. We can put our differences aside for Schmidt, right?
He only dates cheerleaders?
Yes, cheer is a first-class ticket to being popular, and the only thing holding him back from you is your social status. I want to see the both of you happy.
I don't even know how to look like a cheerleader, like be all dolled up and perfect.
Well, lucky for you, I'm an expert, and I'll be happy to give you a makeover. I'll see you tonight.
I wonder what she's gonna do. I have two predictions. Two, you could say, predictions that I have. Let's see which one comes true. The first prediction is that she screws her over. She pretty much screws the makers over, because guess what? I barely remember any of their names. But like, she screws her over, she gives her a bad makeover, etc., etc. The second option is that she actually makes the girl one of their team. She gives her a good makeover and all that stuff, basically trying to make her similar to the girl, you know? Of course, because I don't remember their names that much, it can be a little confusing, but you guys can guess who I'm referring to. Anyway, let's see which one of those predictions is true. Shall we?
I can't wait for tonight. Solo leveling. You're gonna love it.
Actually, I can't tonight anymore.
What? What are you talking about, Violet? We've been planning this for weeks.
I have something to work on, but we'll figure it out another time. I'll see you later.
Perfect hair, perfect makeup, check. You're gonna want to make sure it stays that way, especially if you're gonna date my brother. Also, no hanging out with anyone outside our group, meaning no nerdy interests.
Nerdy interests?
Anything that's not cool. It's best to put those less popular than us down to remind them they're not on the same level as us football players and cheerleaders. Also,
I'm sorry, who dictated all of that again? Because here's the thing. No one has mentioned this whole popularity thing other than her. Like, that's what I'm worried about. Like, how would she be seriously convinced? Because other than that one girl, no one cares. Like, generally no one cares. At least in other videos, the whole popularity chart thing is, like, proved and stuff like that. Like, there's actually a thing about someone being popular, you know what I mean? But in this one, popularity doesn't seem like a thing at all. Like, is she actually popular or what? Because it doesn't appear like she has many friends or anything like that. So, like, where's the whole popularity thing? Like, can you generally explain to me where's the whole popularity thing?
so
Anyway.
you need to stay fit. So you need to go on a diet. You can't be popular and fat. Where are you going?
To get an apple or something.
Now you're getting with the program.
Hey! I didn't know it was Halloween. What's with the costume?
Oh, it's a long story. Sienna's helping me so I can date Schmidt.
Oh.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm playing the card. I don't care anymore. Like, the amount of coincidences that are being topped on top of each other is insane. Like, usually I use the card when it's one big coincidence, but this time I might as well use it on like 4 different coincidences at this point. Like, the fact that he actually like likes anime and all of that stuff is kind of a coincidence in of itself, especially when he quotes a specific anime. Like, liking anime in this stuff story is one thing, but actually quoting a specific anime that the main character knows is a little of a bit of a coincidence, don't you think? And on top of that, the fact that his mom and her mom just so happen to be like a specific character, and the cherry on top, that it just so happens that they like each other. Like, I have to ask, where did both come from? Like, at least with the other Dhar Mann videos, they establish right away that a person has a crush on the other. But like in this one, it pretty much comes out of nowhere. Like, why would he and her have a crush on each other? Like, why? There was no build up. There wasn't even an indication, just that, oh yeah, they have a crush on each other now. Anyway, let's continue. Come on.
Violet, I don't get it. You're changing who you are so you could date a boy. Be careful not to lose yourself, you know?
Violet. What are you doing?
I was just getting an apple.
I mean, what are you doing talking to Cassidy? She's not part of the group. If you do anything wrong, I will take that uniform back. And you know what that means? No Schmidt. What was she saying to you anyways?
Nothing. She was just telling me to make sure I don't lose myself.
Look, I get it. She's cool. She's edgy, but you can't trust her. She's probably jealous. I mean, she sees Schmidt likes you, you like him. She's trying to sabotage you.
Why would she be jealous?
She's obsessed with Schmidt.
What do you mean?
They used to date back in middle school. She crushed on him hard.
Cassie never told me about that.
Hey, Violet.
Okay, sorry, I pressed you by mistake, but like, first of all, that looks more like elementary school than middle school. And second, how do I say this? Oh yeah, why would she trust, what was her name again? Like, why would she trust that girl over Cassidy? Like, Cassidy has been your friend since, like, day one. Meanwhile, she has been bullying you for a long time. Like, why would you believe her over Cassidy, for crying out loud? Like, and second of all, like, you're telling me you believed her when she said that Schmidt liked cheerleaders only? Like, my guy literally told you that he and, you yourself noted that he and her are very much different. And you believe her when she says that Schmidt is only into cheerleaders, when he himself doesn't really like the whole cheerleader thing. Like, it doesn't seem like he liked it at all. So, like, why believe her? Anyway, let's continue.
Do I need to remind you of the rules again? And don't forget, he's probably part of Cassidy's plan.
Violet, have you gotten a chance to check out Fate Zero yet?
What are you talking about?
On Hulu. Both seasons are out now.
Jimmy, I don't have time for that stuff.
What the fuck? Okay, no swearing. No swearing, but like, what? Like, I'm being genuine here. Like, why is she believing her? Why? Just why? Like, this is so bad and so dumb that I'm genuinely becoming tired. Anyway, let's continue. Come on, man,
No,
well
but I
done
get it.
already.
I mean, nothing else better to do with your life than to watch Fate Zero. It's probably because, well, you are a zero.
Sick burn, B. Just get us some Diet Coke and vegan burgers. Loser!
Geek.
Hey, Violet, I heard about what you said to Jimmy.
Yeah? Well, I heard that you liked Schmidt.
What?
Yeah. Tina told me about your little middle school relationship and how you still have feelings for him.
That's not true. If you had asked me, I would have told you. You see, we were friends since we were 10. We always watched anime together. When we got to middle school, after Schmidt lost his mom, he was a wreck. The kids were so mean. They made fun of him for crying all the time, calling him weak and weird because he was into anime. Sienna was always popular, and she couldn't have a twin brother who was so low on the social team. So when they both got to high school, she reinvented him to be a macho jock and gave him a list of rules to follow, which included cutting anime and me out of his life. He was so scared of being bullied again that he did it. So you see,
Again, where's the popularity chain or thing that she's talking about? Like, there's nothing. Like, I sound so tired because of the fact that this is so boring and so repetitive and so predictable and so dumb. But like, okay, I'm being genuine here when I say this, but where's the popularity chain? Where is it? Like, okay, maybe when they were in middle school it was apparent, but like, where is it? Genuinely, where is it? It doesn't seem like she's popular at all. Like, what? Like, you're saying that whatever her name was, is the most popular girl and all of that, but where did you get that idea? Simply because of the fact that there isn't any freaking indication that she's popular. And trust me, if you've seen any of Dhar Mann's videos that include popular girls, you'll know what I mean when I say that there isn't any popularity chain or whatever here. Like, at least in the other videos, they made it pretty apparent that there was a popularity chain, like the popular girl having a lot of friends and stuff like that. But in this one, there's nothing. Just freaking nothing. Anyway, let's just continue for crying out loud.
that's what happened. I've never given you reason not to trust me. I've only ever been a friend to you.
Just feeds it to the narrative that she's a dumb piece of... Okay, that she's just a dumb person. Like, I have to ask again. Why did you believe her? Why? You believed her, who was bullying you since day one, over Cassidy, who has been your friend and accepted you. Why? Just why? Why does this happen every time? Like, it's especially dumb here. Like the other times were also dumb, but this is dumb beyond belief. Because there's no popularity chain, and it doesn't seem like Schmidt likes, okay, it doesn't seem like Schmidt likes cheerleaders at all in that way, or like, it doesn't seem like he likes cheerleaders exclusively. Like, why did you believe her at all? It doesn't matter that she's his twin sister. Let's just continue. This is just dumb on top of dumb.
Even before I knew about your feelings for Schmidt. I didn't bring him up before because that chapter of my life is over. It's closed. It was middle school. Sienna's putting things in your head. You need to think for yourself before you totally lose yourself, Violet.
May I be reminded again why you believed her? And second, honestly, Schmidt and what was her name again? Like liking each. Oh yeah, Violet. Schmidt and Violet liking each other is like basically a coincidence in of itself. Because where was the integration? Like again, I might seem like a broken record, but like this just shows how repetitive and dumb this is. But again, in Dhar Mann's other videos, he made it pretty clear when someone had a crush on the other. Like, those, I wouldn't call them montages per se, but those close-ups that they do of the person that the other has a crush on? There was nothing like that. Like, I usually criticize that type of stuff, especially when it happens in the beginning. But, like, it's better than just straight up a coincidence, because at least I know right away, yup, he has a crush on her, or he has a crush on him. But like here, it's pretty much a coincidence that both of them like each other because they barely interacted. Let's just continue.
Did you hear what we were talking about?
I heard enough.
Is it true?
I'll see you after school.
Hey, girl. Are you excited for the movies later? The best Christmas pageant ever. 5 tickets to the best Christmas pageant ever.
Actually, I was thinking about seeing Planet Fury Force 3 instead.
Ooh, or Hacksaw Johnny.
Ew and ew. No.
There's this new anime movie that just...
Absolutely not. Only losers watch that trash.
Right?
Yeah.
I know what you guys are here to see.
Perfectly proving my point. Losers, freaks. If I were the teacher, I think I'd be giving that an F. Just get us some Diet Coke and vegan burgers. Loser!
Be quiet, Sienna. Be quiet. I don't want to watch some lame Christmas movie I don't even know the name of. In fact, I would rather watch an anime movie that I know nothing about than some dumb pageant. And I think you would too.
Bro, don't tell me you're into anime, are you?
Of course he's not.
The first time that we even see any friends that are like her. The first time ever in that guy, huh? Anyway, let's continue.
I'm warning you.
I don't care. I'm so done. I don't like cheer. I don't like this stupid diet. I don't like putting people down to make myself feel better. That's not confidence. That's insecurity.
Whatever. I want the uniform back.
I'll gladly give it back to you.
Violet, wait.
Dude, why can't you just stand up to Sienna and be honest with her? I mean, are you really happy constantly wondering if you're following her dumb rules to become popular? And you don't even need to be.
I'll ask this one last time. Where's the popularity chain? Where is it? Like, where's the popularity chain? Where's the popularity chart? Where is it for all of this to matter? Where is it?
Because you're talented and kind, and to me, that's cooler than anything else. So you see, it's a moot point to argue what is cooler, because at the end of the day, it's about what you like. You have to look at what your priorities are. If you like cheer, do cheer. If you like anime, watch anime. What's important is that you be you. It's absolutely great to have friends and a group, but not at the expense of losing yourself in the process. It's like somebody once told me, you have to think for yourself before you lose yourself.
That wasn't the original life lesson. That wasn't it. Are you trying to have two life lessons in one? Because like your mom said something else. You know what? Let's just continue. I'm sorry, did the other party even talk? Like, isn't this supposed to be a debate? Isn't that supposed to be a debate? Because if it is, and it's clear because there's a medal, where was Sienna? I think her name was Sienna. Like, where was Sienna in this? Like, it was supposed to be a debate between her and Violet. Where was she? Like, Violet very much spoke on her own. Where's the debate? Let's just continue. So many dumb things.
I am so proud of you, sweetheart. Oh. All right, go have some fun with your friends. Catch you later.
Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Hey, Violet. That was amazing.
Thanks, Lexi. I thought he'd be upset.
Because you destroyed Sienna at that debate? Nah, she's not really.
Lexi, what are you doing with that?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Where was that guy at the beginning who was obsessed with Legos? Like, I have to ask, is he one of her two friends, or was he just forgotten to just set up Lexi? Like, I forgot about him for a second there. Like, I'll check later before I complete my answer. Anyway, let's continue. Come on now, why?
We're actually gonna go to the arcade if you want to.
I almost forgot you existed, my man. But at least you were actually there. Anyway, let's continue.
Lexi doesn't like video games. Does she look like a nerd? Let's go, Lex.
I have to ask. Did they take a girl from the 2000s and put her in 2024? Because like I'm being genuine here. Like again, at some point, yes, liking video games and anime was considered weird and all of that stuff back in the 90s, 2000s, etc. But nowadays, it's pretty much normalized. So like I have to ask again, did they take this girl straight from the 2000s or something? Anyway, let's continue. Oh no.
Actually, Sienna, I do like video games. To be honest, I love video games. And after hearing what Violet said at that debate...
Where was the debate? Sienna didn't speak a word. Where was the debate? If that's a debate, then you have to remind me what the definition of a debate is, because last time I checked, a debate is a talk between two people to try to prove their points, or two parties, not a girl who spoke and then immediately got the award. Sienna didn't speak a single word in a debate. That's not a debate. Anyway, let's continue.
I don't want to pretend that I don't anymore. I don't want to be the person you want me to be. I just want to be myself.
May I ask now why Lexi was like trying to be similar to Sienna? Because at least with her twin brother Schmidt, we at least got a reason why he followed her rules. Why is Lexi now following her rules? May I ask? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? Okay, sure.
Are you serious right now? Fine. You're all just a bunch of losers anyway.
Actually, I think there's a medal around Violet's neck that would suggest that you're the loser.
Come on, Schmidt. Let's go.
Room for one more?
Yeah. Let's go. Come on. It's gonna be so fun.
My goodness, how bad this was. Like, genuinely, the only way I could enjoy something like this is if I watched it with my mind turned off. But like, as you guys noticed, I pointed out so much stuff that this is genuinely like I would say unwatchable without you getting mad or tired or whatever, because like I'm being genuine here. This is dumb. Like I pointed out so many dumb stuff, so many coincidences, so many stuff that comes out of nowhere, so many stuff, so much, or I guess so much stuff. Like I pointing out so much stuff that doesn't get unanswered, so much stuff that just that are coincidences. Like for example, why does Lexi follow Santa when it comes to the whole set of rules and stuff like that? Like with Schmidt, they said like they told us why he followed the rules is because he wanted to avoid getting bullied. But what about Lexi? Why is she following the Sienna's rules then? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? Okay, fine. And second of all, where did the whole Schmidt and Val liking each other come from? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter anyway since they didn't get together, but still. But still, like, where did it come from? There wasn't any indication. Like, Dhar Mann usually gives us an indication for that type of stuff. Like, my goodness. So much stuff that's bad to the point where this might be one of the few bad videos that I've seen in recent months. Like, usually videos, even if I point out coincidences and stuff like that, are still, like, good videos to watch. But with this one, I pointed out so much bad stuff that this was tiring for me to watch, if I'm being honest. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video, on the right is a video YouTube recommends, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.